Hi everyone, I am Maribel, and this week we're going to be talking about healthy versus unhealthy relationships and love. So, why did I choose this topic? I know I've mentioned how to identify a healthy relationship, but I kind of wanted to talk more about how things look like and maybe a process on how to get a healthy relationship. And this could be talking about friendships, this could be talking about romantic relationships. So it's applicable to pretty much any relationship. So we all want to be loved. I know when we first come out of mom's, um, there's that love, right? So I feel like having friends are definitely beneficial because they provide like that emotional support. We all want to love others and be loved, and but the truth is not everyone deserves our love. And relationships can turn into abuse. So we really want to be able to tell how a relationship that is unhealthy looks like, as well as how a healthy relationship. I'll talk about what an unhealthy relationship looks like, and then tell you what a healthy relationship looks like, healthy love, and then talk about the process of how that might look like, and how do you go around having and how to have a healthy relationship. Okay, I think that's very important because you can't survive this world without having relationships, whether it's coworkers, and I mentioned this. So, but how does this start out? Because everything starts out with the friendship, and so it's really important that we can tell and have good friendships, so that can then maybe later lead into romantic relationships. So unhealthy relationship, let's look at that. So unhealthy relationships, sometimes it starts exciting. There's that intense of like, I'm excited, there's a new relationship. But when it comes, and that's normal. It's good at the beginning. But unfortunately, in an unhealthy relationship, you're looking at that not disappearing. It's always too intense. And I'll explain more how that looks like when it's intense. Like there's boundaries that are crossed too much, right? They're too much in your space, wanting to be with you all the time. There's always opinions, and they think they have these opinions about you and thoughts about you, and they tell you everything. Sometimes these individuals only contact you when they need something, when it's convenient for them. That's the only time. You're maybe fighting all the time, hiding things from this person, maybe because you're scared. It's that kind of my way or the highway. It's not a two-way street. These are individuals that sometimes make you feel guilty, maybe for not spending time with them, or it doesn't make you feel good. They're not supportive of anything that you're wanting to do. They don't really listen to you, and they don't respect you. They have you feel like they're codependent on you. Like, oh, like, okay, there's this codependence, like they're wanting to be with you, wanting to do everything with you. They make you feel insecure, whether because they're very critical of you. They can be abusive, whether it's emotionally or physically, which is not a good thing. They calling you names, or even, being physical with you. You start changing yourself for them to cater to their needs, because that's maybe the only way that they might feel happy. So you're kind of unhappy because of it and stressed out. They might easily get jealous for no apparent reason. They take all your time and attention because that's all they want. Very selfish. and get offended easily. They always try to turn things on you, make you look like the bad guy, that it's not them. They judge and criticize you. Oh my gosh, I already have enough of that, don't need any more. They only want to win in an argument. They don't care about your feelings or anything like that. They make you doubt yourself, doubt your words, your potential. They try to change and control you. Sometimes they see things that shouldn't say, and they like to gossip. It can even lead to isolation, where they want you to themselves all the time, where you don't even get to spend time with family because you're spending all your time with them. Very controlling and possessive. They invade your privacy, like they are looking over your phone, checking your email, checking your texts. Oh my gosh, that's really bad. It's like they belittle you. They manipulate you and make you feel unsafe and insecure. They really emotionally drain you. And they tend to withdraw instead of face problems and try to work things out. They withdraw because they're not really invested or don't know how to invest. There's this mistrust. You have no trust in each other. Just talking about these makes me feel like this makes me have a bitter taste in my mouth when we talk about these unhealthy relationships. Oh my God, I thought I wasn't recording. Okay. Okay, so that's an unhealthy relationship. So how does a healthy relationship look like then? Let me get more excited about this part because the other one made me kind of depressed. In this relationship, it looks like they're supportive and encouraging of all your goals, your educational goals, career goals, your personal goals, health goals, whatever it is. You're supportive of each other. You communicate your thoughts and feelings, and you feel safe about doing that. You learn how to compromise. It's not always about what I want. It's not about what they want. You feel good about yourself. You are able to celebrate your successes and respect your alone time. That's very important. They don't always want to be in your space. They know that you deserve your me time. They're caring and very empathetic. They try to put themselves in your shoes and understand. They value your friendship and respect you. And you actually enjoy exchanging opinions. That's a good thing. They're interested in your opinion. They believe in what you say and accept you just the way you are. It makes me want to sing that song. And appreciate you as well. These are people that can know how to keep secrets. They're not telling everyone about your thing or your stuff. And that's important because sometimes people start talking crap. And if you hear a person telling your secrets about their other people, you know they're not keeping your secrets either. And their secrets are being told. You have their stability, independence, and mutual trust. You're generous and giving. So it's not always about taking. You give a lot. You want to give. You know. You are able to be honest about feelings and thoughts. And the one thing, you have compatible values. It's good to be able to have compatible values so you don't have arguments, too many arguments, right? You have this positive experience and you feel relaxed because you feel safe. There's no anxiety. That's really important. You have similar priorities, whether it's health, whether it's yourself, whether it's each other. Like I said, no anxiety when it comes to reactions. And you're able to give each other space and set boundaries. Because it's good to have space. It's good to learn, to give each other time, to miss each other, You're able to maintain your identity and individuality. Wow. It's a good thing. You don't always want to be doing what the other person wants. You have your own things, whether it's sports. I'm not a big fan of sports, but that person wants their sports. Either they like gaming or whatever it is. I have my own. So make sure you have there is identity and individuality. You're able to manage your frustration and show kindness. And one big thing, you're trying new things together, because sometimes things can get boring, right? So you need to try new things. Make sure there is realistic expectations. And the person builds you up, makes you feel confident about yourself, and are very patient. And just talking about it and talking about that, it's like, oh yes, that's definitely good to have in a relationship, right? So I talked about unhealthy and healthy relationships or love, but how do you do this? How do you get a healthy relationship? How are you able to foster a good relationship? And I've always said this before, but it really starts with you. It's always going to start with you. Taking care of yourself, putting yourself first, loving yourself. And so that means that you need to be a whole individual. Love and know yourself. Know what you're looking for, and don't expect someone else to complete you. You should be complete by yourself. You shouldn't have to depend on someone to be complete. And I know I mentioned this about knowing yourself and taking care of yourself, knowing what ticks you, knowing what shows love to you. And I'll remember there is a video I created regarding the 5 love languages, and that's very important. You need to understand what speaks love to you. So then once you know how you receive love, then you can teach your partner how that is, and they learn how to love you. So that's very important. But it starts with you. Remember, take care of yourself. You're a priority. Make sure you always put yourself as a priority, and I think that's big. And that's the most important thing. You're the most important person, and you'll attract that which you radiate. So make sure you know yourself. And then another thing, accept your partner for who they are. Don't try to change them. It's like that thing that says you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. That's the truth. I mean, unless it's something that, of course, they need help in and it's going to help them feel better about themselves, that's one thing. But don't try to change them. No one's perfect. And that's why you fell in love with them. Understand love. It's important that you know that love, what is that unconditional love? So love, they say, is a choice. And you choose to love. That is building a friendship, which then lasts long. That becomes a lasting relationship. When everything is gone, when the intensity, the excitement fades, what's left? A friendship. So understand that love, you decide to love your partner every day. It's a choice. And then it really comes down to having that friendship. You take responsibility for your feelings. So that means don't blame someone else. You realize that your feelings are your feelings. And learn to communicate your needs when they're not being met. If you're getting frustrated or you're stressed or you're upset, and figure things out. But first, it starts with owning up your feelings. They're your feelings. People don't make you angry. You let them make you angry. So don't blame other people for you being angry or any other emotion, sadness. because you are responsible for your own feelings. If you're going to have a bad day, well, guess what? That was your choice. Bad situations happened, but you can choose to have a better day and focus on that which you can control. So be honest and respectful. Be able to receive feedback without getting offensive, and accept your flaws. Know that your partner has your best interest at heart. Trust your partner, be honest, and always tell the truth. Sometimes we're not able to get feedback and we get so defensive. So it's really, understand that your partner just trying to help you be a better person. And so it's good to be, know you're not perfect. And maybe you'll never be, and that's okay. But your partner will want to strive to have you become a better version of yourself. So trust your partner. And last but not least, make the relationship a priority. You're now a couple, you're not single anymore. You learned how to compromise and help each other out. You're a team. So what does that look like? Make sure you have like once a week date night. Make time for romance. As we get older, sometimes, our kids become our priority, and they are a priority. But I promise you, when you make your relationship a priority, you set a good example. If you take care of your relationship, it will trickle down to your kids. And your kids are not able to see a healthy relationship, and it would affect. Because I promise you this, the relationship that you have with your partner will definitely affect your kids. So make sure that you're able to work things out with your partner, able to make sure that you make them a priority. Always make your relationship a priority, always. Because I promise you, it will definitely affect your kids. And at the end, you're the foundation. Is what makes things flow. If you are happy, your kids are happy. So you have a bigger responsibility as a couple. And when you have kids, not everyone's gonna have kids, but if you do have kids, taking care of yourself and making yourself, you and your partner, a priority is gonna be fundamental in the happiness of your relationship as well as your family. So again, make sure you're a whole individual and you're complete before you try to have a relationship. Know what you want, what you don't like, what you like and don't like. Make sure you accept your partner no matter what, because they are who they are, as long as they're not abusive, of course. Understand love, that it starts with a friendship, and you choose to love each other. Take responsibility for your feelings, own up to them, and then work them out. Communicate your needs. Be honest and respectful. Be able to take feedback from your partner, and don't get defensive. Know that they care for you, they love you, and they want the best for you. And then big one, take responsibility. Make the relationship a priority. And that's going to be very detrimental in how it affects your family and your kids in general. Anyhow, that's what I have this week, you guys. I hope that you got something from it. I'll have the resources and sources that I use down in the description below, as well as I'm going to link that 5 love languages so you understand about love. If you have any suggestions for next week's video, let me know. Other than that, that's all I have this week. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.